It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. To throw on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defenses. Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen, but we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. It's Russell, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Oof.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Whoa.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. They have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback.
Come on.
And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the 1st round.
And double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st down, Russell. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
He was brought down
2 yards on the pickup.
No.
2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On the 2nd down
No.
and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Vikings.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Lions' 13-yard line.
Oh, friggin' A. I threw a pick 6.
He'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it's
Oh, no. Got the tackle.
I know the speed is a long in today's NFL game.
That sucks.
But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here. That's going to be caught.
Oh, he fumbled.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown.
I got a fumble 6.
And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Yeah.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays.
Worked out.
This time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what can...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To throw on second down. Adams.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. From the gun, Adams. And this turns into disaster.
You kidding me?
That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preach, it's coach.
I had a safety my last game.
Opens here. He's past the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way. And
Yours or theirs?
Well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got an open man. It's Scott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short.
Come on.
Early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Jesus.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a
I didn't know this guy could run that good.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The Panthers.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball.
No, not McCaffrey, the QB. Trubisky. Oh, now I know.
Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
I think he has more yards than McCaffrey. Oh, Christ, not anymore.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
12 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run on first down. It's Russell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Come on!
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't
I
you?
am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Back to throw. Adams. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
There's one that's intercepted.
Wow.
It's off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that
Damn, 4th and inches.
Not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Lions, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
McKinnon here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defense is.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Johnson stops shy of the 45 despite some running.
That was crazy.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Adams. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. And he's
Oh, what a catch.
Almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you had 2.
Damn, that was a hell of a catch.
Up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Adams now throwing on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
What? How did he get that ball off?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Daniels has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And
Dang it.
2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now.
Oh, there's no blockers out here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard
Jesus.
Taking the snaps
Get the 2-minute warning real quick.
for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much.
Oh, wow. He took a weird... That was a weird route. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, shit. Clock's running.
Trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get. I don't know
why he came under like that.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, crap. No.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Why is he running like that?
For the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the
I want him to go down the field, and he's like coming back.
First half. On 2nd down now, it's Russell.
Oh, I should have missed now. Thought I missed the kick.
Will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
And goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Oh, I friggin' roughed the passer. Damn it.
So they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way.
Yep.
That's momentum that they carry it.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Oh, should have picked that.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That
by
is
the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
Oh, just threw a fucking pick.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. You like to play those nickel or something.
Oh. Wow.
Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Daniels.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now. Just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of this working really locked in on offense.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Gain on the play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it's going to be another first down. As they'll get
Oh, he almost picked it.
18. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another catch for him there. This one.
Come on, let me off the block.
First down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't
So annoying when you can't get off a block.
what you have to do? Sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with
Guy's always getting hurt.
A little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He keeps, the guy keeps dislocating his shoulder.
Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Oh, it's the same guy.
And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, shit. I threw another pick. God damn it.
Taking it about the 1.
Look at the 3rd one.
Past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26.
I gotta stop throwing to that side of the field.
We're gonna look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their
Guy keeps burning me.
of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Here we go. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands
Nice.
right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming.
Probably the pressure.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
It's a Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Adams. Open man. He's got him to tight end Hawkinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. To throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent,
come on.
and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Adams. Throwing on 3rd and that will be incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
23 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Russell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on! Oh, good.
They'll run on first down. Russell. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Oh, no. Damn.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Oh, no. Damn it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
No! Oh, my God. I did it again. Shoot. I just threw a pick 6.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may
I
not have
fall
scored
for that every single
Give
time.
it to him.
They'll keep
Christ.
it on the ground. It's Russell. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Oh my gosh.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Adams to throw. Looking to throw on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for David.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stepped in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Well done.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Vikings are set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On second down, it's Russell. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He is good. Makes the score Vikings 61. Lions nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Adams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's third down.
By Jeff Gladney.
From the gun, Adams. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Operating from the gun, Adams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Adams now to throw on second down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Oh, what?
It's good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling.
And my goodness, interception. Picked up by Denzel. They take possession 2 yards away from midfield.
Nice.
At the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Oh.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Oh, baby, what a catch.
Give the Vikings a first down.
I needed that.
They have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big
My
run,
tight end with the good hands.
he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense
Dave, my bacon.
says. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the
31. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Big challenge in the catch. Come on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. What has been a one-sided affair. So the
Fully
Vikings
caught it.
in possession of the football as
What a
we get
waste.
to reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try.
Oh.
I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own.
Oh, gosh, I threw a pick.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
It's 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swift out of the
That guy looked open.
field right around the 40-yard line.
He was like splitting the seam, and I thought I had him. And that was on the other side of the field, not even back the other way.
Looking to throw. Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the...
How did he catch that?
Throwing again. Adams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Adams on first and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Adams looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
Get the pick.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as they'll move the chains. He did not have a catch till that moment.
No! Oh.
Here in OT.
I would agree
Damn.
with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right?
4th and 1, and they got it.
People the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense, through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Vikings, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to turn things around next
Oh,
week.
my gosh. That guy got like an extra 5 yards on that play. Oh, boy. What a grab. Oh, my gosh. That guy caught it with one hand in the end zone. Need to get 2 first downs. Oh, keep going.